Today's Passover book, DAYENU, or How Uncle Murray Saved the Seder. Once again, this is a Carben book. I think you can see that I love Carben. Aunt Helene finished vacuuming and collapsed on the sofa. I wish we could do something about Passover, she said to Uncle Murray, absent-mindedly wiping her forehead with the dust cloth. No matter how much work we do to get ready for the holiday, it's never enough. You're right, said Uncle Murray, as he dusted the cat, napping on the piano. Enough is never enough. But I have an idea. Why don't we skip some of the things we do each year, every year? Great idea, said Aunt Helene. If we get rid of all the chametz and don't buy matzah, it'll be enough, said Uncle Murray. So they scrubbed and scoured and dusted and mopped and vacuumed the house from top to bottom. We did a fine job, said Uncle Murray, as they searched each room with candle feather and spoon. There's no chametz anywhere. And there's no food anywhere, said Aunt Helene. We have to buy some matzah. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we buy matzah and no other Passover foods, it will be enough. So they went to the supermarket and piled their cart high with boxes and boxes of matzah. We'll get sick of eating nothing but matzah for 8 days, said Aunt Helene, as she unloaded the bags. Maybe we should buy some other foods. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we buy other Passover foods and do not invite guests to share it, it will be enough. So they went back to the supermarket and loaded their carts with gefilte fish, apples, and sponge cake, eggs, matzah meal, and macaroons. So much food, and no one to share it, said Aunt Helene, as she put all the packages away in her clean cupboards. Let's invite a few guests. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we invite guests and do not have a Seder, it'll be enough. So Aunt Helene and Uncle Murray telephoned their 9 nieces and nephews. I'm not always good at turning the pages. They prepared a big dinner. They chopped and sliced and baked and cooked all day long. When all the guests had arrived and they were seated around the holiday table, Aunt Helene looked at the unlit candles and she looked at the empty Kiddush cup. We have to light the candles, she said. After all, it's Passover. Then we can recite the Kiddush. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we start the Seder and do not ask the 4 questions, it'll be enough. So Aunt Helene lit the holiday candles, and everyone sang the Kiddush. Then Uncle Murray began to read from the Haggadah. When they came to the 4 questions, they stopped. We have to ask them, said Adina. I've been practicing all week. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we ask the 4 questions and do not tell the story of the Exodus, it will be enough. So Adina got up and sang, Ma nishtana. Why is this night different from all other nights? On all other nights, we eat either bread or matzah. Tonight, only matzah. On all other nights, we eat all kinds of vegetables. Tonight, bitter herbs. On all other nights, we do not have to dip food even once. Tonight, we dip twice. On all other nights, we're sitting any way we like. Tonight, we recline. When she finished the 4 questions, no one said a word. We have to tell the story, said Elliot, so we can find out the answers, added Jill. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we tell the story and do not taste the bitter herbs, it'll be enough. So they began to read. Once we were slaves, and now we are free. But when they came to the part about the bitter life under Pharaoh's rule, they stopped again. We have to taste the bitter herbs and the matzah and charoset, said Lenore. to remind us of life as slaves in Egypt. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we taste the special foods and do not eat the Seder meal, it'll be enough. So Aunt Helene passed around the bitter herbs, and she passed around the matzah and the charoset, and everyone said the blessings and had a taste. Then it was time for the Seder meal. We have to eat it, said Jonah. Aunt Helene and Uncle Murray worked so hard to prepare it. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we eat the meal and do not share the afikomen, it will be enough. Everyone was so hungry that the delicious food quickly disappeared. When it was time for dessert, Lori and Judith proudly came forward with the afikomen. We have to eat it, they said, because we found it. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we share the afikomen and do not welcome Elijah, it will be enough. So Uncle Murray traded the afikomen for $2 silver, and everyone ate a piece of the matzah. Now it was time to welcome Elijah the prophet. We have to open the door, said Lori. I think I hear him. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we greet Elijah and do not sing the Seder songs, it will be enough. So Larry filled Elijah's cup and Lori opened the door. Everyone watched to see if any of the wine disappeared. Then they looked at Uncle Murray. We have to sing the songs, said Ronald. What's a Seder without songs? Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we sing the songs and do not finish the Seder, it will not be enough, everyone shouted. We cleaned our house of chametz, bought matzah and Passover foods, invited guests, asked them for questions, told the story of the Exodus, tasted the bitter herbs, matzah and charoset, ate the meal, shared the afikomen, welcomed Elijah. So why not sing the songs and finish the Seder? Concluded Uncle Murray. And they did. A lot of dancing also. Chag Sameach, everybody.